What's going on, TW fans? We're down here, day 2, ICAST 2024. I found my man, Alton Jones Jr. We're right here at the GeeCrack booth. I'm super stoked to talk to you about a few things. We've got the Bellows stick, the Bellows Gill, and the Bellows Shad, but now available in an Elastomer version.
Yeah, man. This lineup, the whole Bellows lineup, is one of the things that made me fall in love with GeeCrack long before I was partnered with them.
Yeah.
And so this bait right here, this is the Bellows Gill. It's kind of been the staple here in the States for a long time. It's what I fell in love with as a bed fishing bait. The bluegill profile drives those fish nuts on a bed. And now we've got it in an elastomer version. It's a little more durable. It's also going to float, so that's going to open up some different ways. If you're wanting to Carolina rig it, drop shot it,
for sure.
Or if you're wanting to throw it on a shaky head, get it to stand up really good. Same thing. Great Ned rig bait. We've got the Bellows stick here, also elastomer. It's very durable. You're going to stand that Ned rig up really well. There's a lot of different ways you can fish it. Drop shot, it's going to sit flat for you really good. And then my personal favorite, signature series bait of mine, the Bellows Shad. I won heavy hitters on it last year.
Absolutely.
Caught a lot of bass, made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Now in the elastomer version, I designed this as a flipping bait originally. Just something more compact, versatile. You can get bit in a lot of different scenarios. Fell in love with it as a chatterbait, spinnerbait trailer, just some different, the lifelike action that the Bellows gives you is absolutely incredible. And now I can throw one Bellows Shad on the back of a spinnerbait, catch 20 or 30 fish on it. I'm going to worry about the spinnerbait breaking before I am the Bellows Shad breaking.
For sure.
So it's really cool. It's something that's needed in our lineup, and I'm super stoked about it.
Awesome. One thing I was talking to Alton about, came over here, and man, that scent that just all GeeCrack products put off makes me hungry. I can only imagine it gets those bass fired up. Absolutely killer, man. We've got like I was saying, the GeeCrack Bellows Gill, Bellows Shad, and Bellows Stick, all available in the elastomer version. You can go ahead and head on over to tacklewarehouse.com and buy those right now. Go ahead and head on over and get you some. Next up in the GeeCrack booth, we've got the Emo Kemushi Q-Bomb. Now this bait I'm already a huge fan of. I've caught fish on it. I know you've caught fish on it, probably a lot more than I have, but I want to hear your thoughts on it, how you fish it, how you rig it mainly, and then also just what you think about it, man.
Yeah, man, so first off, this bait, super unique profile. I'm not going to sit here and preach to you this imitates a bluegill or a shad or a crawfish, because it doesn't, but a bass is a opportunistic feeder.
For sure.
Right now in the world of forward-facing sonar, every fish is getting thrown at. They're getting lots of pressure. Showing them something completely different is a key to pique interest, to get you closer to that bite, and then having really subtle lifelike action can develop and get you those extra bites that can put more fun fish in the boat, win you tournaments, vice versa. And so the Q-Bomb does that. I've fallen in love with the Emo Kemushi line. It's the Emo Ripper with the tentacles on it, just like this. And we've seen a need for something a little more compact, more designed for forward-facing sonar. And what I've been really, this has been a learning process for me as well. Working with GeeCrack, getting deeper into the JDM market, which is a dangerous rabbit hole.
Oh, you're telling me. My wallet is not like the JDM market.
Right, learning how fish react to these different things. I've been super surprised. Fish don't want to come eat this off the bottom near as much for me. It's a bait to be fished in the water column, whether it's weightless, super slow rate of fall, up shallow. We're talking a foot every 3 to 4 seconds. Or throwing a wacky Nico hook in it, something with just a small nail weight. Or if you're fishing it deeper, I'll throw it on a drop shot with a long leader. But one of the big keys that I found with this bait, keeping it up off the bottom, allowing that profile to really stand out and give its big footprint, and shake it like crazy, because the more you shake it, the more those tentacles are doing.
Absolutely. That is absolutely incredible. That's the Emo Kemushi Q-Bomb by GeeCrack, available now for purchase at tacklewarehouse.com. Head on over to the website, check it out, get you some. We both love them. You guys will too. Last up in the GeeCrack booth, you guys have seen something very similar. You've seen the sinking version of the Supaku, but now we've got the brand new Supaku 95 floating version by GeeCrack. Man, this little bait, eye-catching, paint scheme on it there, super realistic. I want to go to the pond and throw it now, but more importantly, I want to know what you think about it.
Dude, I love it. So the slow sink Supaku swimmer has been a bait that I have absolutely loved. A lot of times, especially we're getting the dog days of summer, late fall, they start feeding on small bait, schooling, and they get impossible to catch. You can throw your normal topwater style baits, flukes, never get a bite. And so something that's much more lifelike, the swimming action on it, is absolutely insane. And then two, with this being a floating version with a small bill on it, It's going to act almost like a small wake bait, or if you really want to get some speed up to it, you're going to get a dive on it. Really triggers a lot of strikes. We're talking finesse when they're feeding on small bait that you can't get bit on anything else. This dude will catch them. I look at this bait, Lake Murray, Lake Hartwell, Clarks Hill. This bait is going to be an absolute killer.
My language down there in that territory, man. Spotted bass killer right there.
Lanier, this is going to be deadly.
Absolutely. Super stoked about it. This right here, the GeeCrack Supaku 95 Floating Edition, brand new, available for pre-order right now on Tackle Warehouse. Man, that's going to wrap up the GeeCrack booth. Alton Jones Jr., thank you so much for stopping by, giving us all the details. Some secrets he said, so we appreciate it.
I kept a few close.
Absolutely, as you have to. As you have to. All right, thanks guys.